Hello. Uh-oh. Hold on. I need to like... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. There we are. I got it. What's up? What's up? What's up? What up, Hawk Potato? What up, the Heritress? I hail from the distant lands of YouTube. Welcome to the distant lands of Twitch. What up, BMC? What up, NATO Potato? Woohoo! I gotta move these. Woo! What up, Morgan? What up, Lancer Eagle? What up, Nidoran? How's it going? How is it going? So we'll be doing a short Warhammer stream tonight. Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna start base coating this guy. Sunday stream indeed. Hello, Tina. Making preparations to RP walk my way through every boss in Vault sometime soon is a challenge. Well, that sounds fun. Got my own Trog boss coming, so I'm looking forward to seeing your models closer up. Hell yeah, dude. Currently working on Lore Master in a while. Another Storm's kicked my ass. Nice. Hey, here's my Trog boss. I've been painting him. It's coming along well. The old Trog boss. I've actually been following the Duncan Warhammer painting tutorial, but I realized I was following the one for this guy because they paint a Troggoth and I was painting the Trog boss. So I was like, I guess I'll just apply the same techniques. And now I'm probably going to start painting the Troggoth the same way. So that's my plan. But he's turned out really well. I'm pretty happy with how he's turned out. He's squashing this bug. You know, he's got his thing. He's got all the little coral pieces all over. The little mushrooms growing out of him. Got his big stone mallet. Up there. I have an exam tomorrow, but there are trogs to paint. Very true, very true. There's always trogs to paint. So, I think I'm gonna have to start by doing what I did the previous time, which was base coating. What color did I use? I think I used a mixture of these two, but I might just base coat him Demonette Hide to make him look a little bit different. It might be worth it. I mean, I can kind of just do whatever I want, honestly. There's also... I mean, I could also just... I could paint him a different color. I don't gotta paint him the same color. I do like the purple look of the Trogs, though. There's always, like, green. What else do I got here? There's, like, a blue. Would this be good? Let's see. That might be a good one. And then a Gauss Blaster green on top. Like a this and a this. Maybe I will. You know what? I'm feeling crazy. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna start doing it. See how it goes. Trog boss is usually more important than the Troggoth anyway, so... whatever. These are the Dankhold Troggoth and Trog boss. Alright. We'll see how this goes. My brushes. So this is gonna be interesting. So I'm essentially applying the knowledge I learned from painting the other guy, but with a different color scheme. So it's gonna be a little weird, a little wacky wild, if you will. Uh-oh.
Thanks.
Okay. Fire with the 18 months. Thank you, Fire, for the 18 months. 79, I don't know if this is 18. Sweet. Thank you for the 18 months. Thank you very much. Alright. Oh god. I might have to get a bigger brush for this one. I do like the color, though. I'm definitely need a bigger brush. This is like a tiny layer brush. Yeah, I've been in a big Gits mood. I've been painting a lot of Gits. A lot of Gits. Probably use this brush. Should be better. Here's my Loon Boss on Mangler Squig. I actually painted him on stream, but I've like added on to him. So he's coming together nicely. Well, he's pretty much done. I don't really have a lot more to do to him. There's like little things I can do, but I have too much, like, I have too much to paint. So, I like the way he turned out. I'll probably add some more to the base, maybe like some logs or something. But, pretty happy with him. Get the guys up top. Whee! Here's my web spinner shaman I painted. Look at this guy. Just a tiny, tiny little shaman. In size comparison here. Yeah. Give it a dark wash for shadow. I've actually already washed it. I think it's just hard to wash red. So I think if I wash it again, it's gonna be even crazy. Honestly, I think I'm better off just like manually highlighting and shadowing at this point. Like I could probably manually put shadows in, you know what I mean? It's not as bad with red. That's probably what I'll end up doing. And then maybe brightening up certain spots, because certain spots definitely don't really stand out. I think I just need to highlight better. I think if I highlight, then the shadows will just kind of naturally be there. I think that's really all it is. I need to highlight. Alright. Let's keep going. Keep going with this guy. Doesn't really matter if we get any on the coral, so I'm gonna paint over it later anyway. God, it just takes so long to like paint over all these little detail things. I'm working on a bunch of Gretchen Mech Boss Buzzgob Forge World. Oh, nice. Anybody that works on Forge World, I commend you. That's some wacky stuff. Ever since I saw your video where you explained why the miniature painting hobby appeals to you, I've been thinking about go ahead and immersing myself in the hobby. Not sure when I'll actually get into it, but I really like studying Warhammer fans. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, the best way to do it is just pick an army that really stands out to you, so you're gonna, you know, kind of stick with it, and then just kind of go for it. And I think you'll love it. Like, that really is the secret, is just finding something that really appeals to you. Because otherwise, you're not going to be that into it. Some people are like, I'm going to play something that's really, like, meta, or something that's really good. And it's like, nah, just pick something you like that's fun. You can do the rest later. Alright. Yeah, I like that color. I like it. Let's paint the front. Need a little more water in here. I'm gonna need a lot more paint. Okay. Alright. I caught you on painting while I'm painting. Awesome. Hell yeah. Not much community use, so not much incentive to dive into it. I stick with books, video games. I mean, that's fair enough. When I go play Magic, there's sometimes a couple of guys playing Warhammer. Their team seems pretty fun. Yeah, it's great. I love it. I love Warhammer, man. I'm so glad I got into this hobby. Yeah, it's got a goofy, menacing face. That's a good way to put it. Like, you're like, man, that thing looks dumb. But at the same time, it has that sheer, brute, dumb strength, you know? Like, if you get hit by this thing, you're dead. There we go. See if we can paint his belly. All right. Get a bit down in there. Hit the camera, as one does. I'm gonna need a lot more of this paint. All right. Just scoop a lot. There we go. Get some more water. More water. Perfect. Yeah, Games Workshop has started changing their stores from being called Games Workshop to just being called Warhammer. So it's literally a Games Workshop, but now it's called Warhammer. So yeah. That's why. Which, honestly, I think it's better that way. Whoop. Here we go. Good. Just call it, yeah, they could have called it Storehammer. Missed opportunities. So like with Games Workshop, you know what I mean? It's like people always see it and they're like, do they sell Xbox? You know what I mean? So, because when people see Games Workshop, they probably, you know, especially people who don't know what Warhammer is, they're probably like, oh, you know, they sell games and stuff there. And then they go there, they're like, you guys got like Call of Duty? And they're like, no, we got like plastic. And they're like, oh, that's not what I want. So I get why they did the name change. Looking good. Alrighty. This guy's a very St. Patrick's Day color. It's kind of neat. Literally the other week I was at a local GW store manager, answered a phone call, got on the other one, asked when they had some board game in stock. Yeah. Like, they probably get that all the time. we are. Oh yeah, I love this. This is a great color. Great color. All right. Hold on, I even have my thing up over here. Okay, I gotta... One second. Let's paint the back of his arm here. Alright. Wee woo, wee woo. One more. This color is... I don't even know what... I think it's from the 1.0. I don't know. This is called... Sybarite Green is the color. So... You can probably Google it. Just get a little bit in there. A little more in here. Perfect. Okay. In fact, I'm going to use a little bit, get into this little gap here. Perfect. And a little bit down here. Probably shouldn't be putting on the second coat already over here, but it's fine. It'll work out. Here we go. Hold on. Let me pull this up here. Where this went? Let's see. Where's my stream element? There it is. Perfect. Alright, there we go. Anyway. Nice. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with Trogs. Like, a lot of fun. Well, actually just Gits in general, but Trogs are part of Gits, so... I've been playing a lot of Gits. Squigs are really good. Trogs are really good. Gits are just great in general right now. So I'm loving it. Just kind of
Thanks.
Get it all up in there. Ray Zealgore with the 34 months. Over the 34 months, Ray Zealgore. Sweet. They have the 34 months. Okay. I'm actually really excited because next month is Adepticon. And that's going to be a lot of fun. Uh-oh. His hand's got some primer issues. Mamma mia. Let me shake it a bit again. Maybe if I put a little bit of a thicker coat of paint on it. Even though it's not recommended. It's probably what I'm gonna have to do. Sometimes the primer, if you're like priming weird weather, which I kind of did, it doesn't stick as well. It kind of messes up. I think that's what's happening right here. Oh yeah. Not great. Not ideal. So essentially you just gotta keep painting over it and then painting over the paint. It's like a... doesn't look good, but it's better than whatever it would be. There. You can kind of see it's like a little splotchy. What are you gonna do? I guess prime in ideal conditions is what you're gonna do. I don't got time for that. Priming in ideal conditions. Alright, prime the back. Get in there, good. Okay. Get a bit up there on the back. Up, Revenite. No Space Marines here. Absolutely disgusting. We don't do that around here. Not around these parts. Okay. Let's get over all the little white spots. There we go. We gotta get a little bit on the inside arm. The varnish thing, it might work, but I'm too lazy to do that. Maybe if I was painting something I like really was like, this needs to be perfect, but like, I've kind of done this method before and it just works fine. So I'm like, good enough. Like I always say, I'm not trying to win any awards or anything. I mainly just want it to like go on the table and look good enough to where someone's like, yo, that looks pretty neat. And I'm like, hey, thanks. That's about it. Alrighty. Let's get a little bit more of this. Yeah, it's not sticking great there, but we'll work it out. Okay, up. And up here. Get a little bit in all these areas. Over these mushroom bits. Alrighty. It's definitely less stressful. And to me, painting is all about stress relieving. The last thing I really want to do is stress over whatever I'm doing here. Alright, let's... But I mean, if you're doing like commissions and stuff, you know, like professional painters and everything, like I get it. You know, I mean, you're literally making money from it, so you want it to be perfect. Or if you're just a perfectionist in general. Some people are. Me? Not at all. Well, in a weird way I am sometimes, but definitely not. There we go. Very good. Nice. coming together. What green is that? It is Sybarite green. Sybarite. There you go. I like the way it looks a lot, actually. I didn't expect it to look this good. But I really like the color. I'm gonna need more of it. Alright. Very good. Let's work our way all around. Get all over here. One more. Very nice. All little holes. This would probably not look great for people that have that fear of like small little hole things, you know what I mean? All little coral pieces all over. Alrighty. I forgot what that's called. Okay. Then there we go. Now we're able to just paint over the paint, and then you can barely notice that the primer messed up. Trypophobia? Yeah, that's what it is. That's the one. All right. About on the sides. Yeah. There we go. Very nice. I have to paint like up top again. Here we go. Let's hold on to his big mushroom. Like so. Just kind of get all these areas. But yeah, Adepticon's only a month away. I'm excited. It's like, it's nice because it's one of the things I can go to that I don't have to like fly to. I can actually drive there, so that's pretty neat. Finally. A little bit in here. And all I know is, well, listen, I knew that was gonna pop up. Oh god, even more pun intended. Or unintended. How long does it take paint to dry? Honestly, it's pretty fast. It dries pretty quickly. Like maybe a couple minutes. It's pretty quick. Adepticon was fun the one time I went there. Lots of cool stuff to see. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I really enjoyed it. Last year was my first one because I really wanted to go when I got into Warhammer, And I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be a lot of fun. A convention near me I can actually go to. And then COVID hit, and I didn't go. And then they didn't do it the next year. And then finally last year it came back, so I was able to go, and it was a lot of fun. So that was neat. So if you see me walking around and you're like, whoa, that's Crendor, be like, hey, Crendor. And I'd be like, hey, what's up? Toot Toots with the Twitch Prime. Thank you, Toot Toots. Swag for the Twitch Prime.
Thanks.
There you go. And Big Justin with the 5 months. Hey, sup? What up, Big Justin? Swag. They were the 5 months. It's also cool just like seeing all the different stuff they got for sale, or just the way people paint, or like just watching people play games and stuff. You like walk around. It's pretty neat. And Medieval Times is right near there. So you can go to Medieval Times at night. Wow. Medieval Times with all the nerds around there has got to be packed, man. Alright. We did do a Cox and Crendor, yep. It should be going up soon. In fact, I'll probably, I gotta go cook soon for our we're grilling up steak, and then I gotta upload Cox and Crendor whenever it goes up onto YouTube. Okay, but I wanted to at least do a little Warhammer stream, so I haven't done one in a while, and I really just wanted to get some painting in. Even if it's just a base coat. We really are the Scorpion King of podcasts. Whoop. Alright, we're down here. Alright. Looking good. Painting a Necron Overlord? Hell yeah. I approve of all Necrons, Tyranids, and Orcs. The only good 40k faction. That's not true. Some of them are okay, but the only good ones are those three. Alright. A little bit in there. Go up. Corn? Eh, I'm not a big corn person. Even in Age of Sigmar, I don't play corn. My only chaos factions are Skaven, Nurgle, Tzeentch, and Beast of Chaos. If you're gonna play chaos, play Tzeentch or play Nurgle. There you go. Problem solved. Easy. Okay. Slowly getting everything painted up here. Just need one layer across all the blank areas. Yep, Corn has got too many humans. They may have a bunch of demons and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not a big like corn demon person. I'm not like, I don't really like bloodthirsters. Like, they're okay, but eh. I like Zinch and Nurgle more. Personal preference. How many times can Principal Skinner burn his house down? A lot. Way too many. I like how that stream gets more and more popular as well. Very happy about it. Skinner! Let's get a little bit of these. Let's see. Potato Witch was taken. 245 bits. You make me want to get into painting figures, just have a bunch of weird little dudes to paint and put around the house. I mean, that's a good enough reason. That and like being able to chill out. And then, you know, it's like putting up pictures, right? Like painted pictures, like some people paint portraits or they draw stuff. I think this is even cooler. Because you got little like war army dudes that you've painted in 3D. And you just like put them up and then people are like, whoa, what's that? And you're like, yo, that's the thing I built and painted. And then they're like, shit, dude. Nice. Okay. Let's get up here a bit again. Another layer here. Alright. I just gotta paint his head. And then the base coat. First base coat should be done. Yeah. Yeah. Warhammer seems like an expensive hobby. I mean, it depends how much you want to get into it. I mean, when it boils down to it, it's not expensive if you treat it with reason. Right? Like, for an example, I always look at it like this. Like, if you buy a video game, some video games are like, right, you gotta buy the console or the computer, and then you gotta buy, like, the game. A lot of times you spend a few $100s on that. Like, you can buy a bunch of Warhammer stuff and painting supplies and all this stuff for like a few $100s and then be set. Like, you don't have to be like me, who just spends like an amazing amount of money to have like full armies of painted stuff that you're just constantly working on, right? The problem is once you get into it, then you're like, well, now I gotta paint more. I gotta build more. That's where it gets a little expensive. But it's not inherently expensive because you can spend like, you can buy a box of like 20 clan rats and paint those rats for like months. Like, you can spend an enormous amount of detail on each one of those rats and just go like all out, you know? But I think it's once it starts getting into like going into variety, people really want to branch out, and that's when it can get a little pricey.
A turtle made it to the water.
It's really, it can be as expensive as you want it to be. Lord Varenger with the Twitch Prime. Thank you, Lord Varenger. Sweet. For the Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. A little back here. Missed some spots. Just a little bit right here. A little bit under here. A little bit in there. In here, in here. Oh, I missed his shoulder. What am I doing? It was like a full shoulder. It also depends what you're getting out of it. Like me, I like to build and I paint, and like I'm putting so much time into it, and it's just relaxing to do. And on top of it, I actually play the game. So it's like a social activity. And I enjoy playing the game, so it's also just like something I do for fun. So like for the amount of money I'm actually putting into it, I'm getting a lot out of it. While somebody else might not do that much, so maybe they're not getting as much out of it, so it's not as worth it for them. But for me, it's like very worth it. Alright. Here we are. Here we are. Yeah, they got like starting paint sets. They got like start collecting sets. There's a lot of ways to get started. They're more cost affordable. I never expected to get this into Warhammer, honestly. It was supposed to just be like a fun little nostalgia trip, and I've like gone full off the deep end. But I've loved it. Here. More his hand. But up here, I think this was part that didn't prime well, so I'm gonna have to like kind of triple layer it. Here we go. And the paint can almost be a sort of primer. If I paint other colors over it, it's not too bad. I get under here. And like I said, I've met a lot of cool people from doing this as well, which has been great. Here we are. Now I paint his head. You getting back into Warhammer's part why I got back into it? It's the chain reaction, the domino effect. It's also, I think, why Games Workshop sends me stuff. Which has been nice. You know? I do get a lot of stuff for free from Games Workshop. Here's the issue, is they send me free stuff, and then it makes me buy more. You know what I mean? So, for example, back when Nurgle came out, they sent me a Nurgle Start Collecting and the new Nurgle Battle Tome and all this Nurgle stuff. And I was like, dude, this is great. And so I was like, I need to get more Nurgle. And then I dropped like a couple hundred on Nurgle, and I was like, see, this is what they did. They gave me the free hit of the drug, and then I went out and just bought more of the drug. So yeah. Classic. Let's go over here. Alright. Doesn't really matter if I accidentally paint anything. So we're gonna paint over stuff anyway. Let's paint behind his ear. Good. And one more. Dude, when I get the new Lizardmen set, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna have to build all that and paint all that. I'll be so excited. Would I make a special little Skittle skink? I'd probably make that out of a Blood Bowl skink, if anything. Which I already have. I'm so excited for new Lizardmen stuff. Because as somebody who has all of the current Lizardmen stuff, I will tell you right now, building it sucks. It's bad. Okay, let's get in the little cracks and crevices. There we are. Very nice. Building fine cast and all that stuff. It is, and that just, it doesn't even look great in comparison. So it's really nice that it's getting updated. And a new book coming out. The current book's a little old too. I remember when the current book came out and I was really excited. Now I'm like, in comparison to a lot of the other books, it's a little outdated. So it's just fun, you know, get a new book, new model range, new everything. It's fantastic. I'm pumped. A little bit under here. I gotta get a little under his neck here. Here we are. Probably under here a little bit too. Oh God. How do I even perform surgery in here? There we go. We got it. We got it. We're good. A little bit back there. And perfect. What time? Oh my God, 12:30. All right, I gotta be done now. Wait, but I think I've pretty much base coated them. Hold on. I've completed my task. Right, a little bit here. Any other little missed areas? A little bit under here. There. A little bit here. Right on his back. A little bit on his upper arm. Shoulder pad, I forgot a little bit. Let's see if I can like just get it between all the coral pieces. This brush is already messed up, so I don't really care that much if I'm ruining it. Perfect. Hit the mic. And I think there's a little bit more in here just to really blend it. Perfect. Okay. I think a little bit on his nose. A little bit on his nose. Hold on. There it is. Perfect. And then, well, a little bit back here. Here. And then a little bit in this part and there. I can probably just keep going forever. Okay, you know what? This is pretty good. Oh, wait, this foot. A little bit on the foot. We got it. We got it. We got it. All right. Wait. Perfect. Okay. Woo! And clean. Close the wet palette. Dry this brush off. There we go. A little more. Still got paint. And perfect. In fact, give me my, where's my brush cleaner? Here we go. The old brush cleaner. Woo! Let's do that. Let's let that sit overnight. Neat. Whoop. There we go. All right, so here it is, the base-coated Troggoth. St. Patrick's Day Troggoth, ready to go. And by ready to go, I mean step one of like a bunch of steps complete. So ideally, we're gonna get to something more along the lines of the Trog boss I painted. So here's my Trog boss, if you missed him earlier. He's purple, he's got a big mallet, stone mallet. He's got all his like little coral pieces popping out. He's crushing this centipede. And I'm pretty happy how he turned out. So hopefully the Troggoth looks a little bit like this when he's done. Got all my shading and everything in there. My highlights. So yeah. We will see how he turns out. But I gotta go cook. Gotta grill food. Thanks for watching this short stream. I know it's under an hour, but I just wanted to get some Warhammer painting in. I haven't done a Warhammer stream in a few weeks, so hopefully you enjoyed it. Paint it along. Keep painting. And if you want to see more Warhammer stuff, exclamation point Warhammer in the chat. Check out my Warhammer YouTube channel, where I rant about Warhammer all the time. Flanders, 38 months. They were 38 months. Flanders. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay? Okay. See ya.